Each year, on the International Day of Peace and what is my rebirth day, I find myself both grateful and grief-stricken. Each September 21st, I'm grateful to have been gifted another year of life. Still so hyper-aware of how close I came to dying on a cold, concrete, convenience store floor 10 days after 9/11. I cannot help but reflect upon how extreme hate narrowly cut my life short, how my American dream turned nightmare the instant my attacker pulled the trigger of his shotgun. Every day of every year since I was gunned down in an act of rage-filled revenge, I worked to make peace with my pain. Though I was the victim of such a brutal act of hate, I vowed not to define myself by that act of horror, instead committing myself to making a difference and helping others. Sharing my story and teaching others what I have learned from the transformational power of forgiveness and empathy continues to remind me that I'm more of a survivor than I ever was a victim. I will always be fully dedicated to my life's purpose and the work of my nonprofit, World Without Hate. If I can change one heart, prevent one act of violence, show one other person how positively life-altering it is to overcome fears of the other, truly understanding and accepting, then indeed I'm answering my life's call. Yet I can't help grieving. Undoubtedly, I have risen from rock bottom, but continue to struggle with physical, mental, and emotional after effects of being shot in the face from point-blank range. As I work on these lifelong challenges, I remain devastated by the extreme evil, hate, and violence that plagues so many of our communities, neighborhoods, and cities throughout the country. How is it that we have lost our way so dramatically that we are allowing so many of our fellow neighbors, community members, and their children die so senselessly and in such horrific and nightmarish ways? How can we, as a human race, be so unfeeling toward one another that we are choosing so frequently hate over peace, death over life? If I am unable to do anything else, please allow me to remind how utterly precious life is. When you narrowly escape death, you never, ever take it for granted. It is in part why I have not only committed to peace building and helping to build a world without hate, but why I dedicate almost every moment of my life to this work. After all, it's a matter of life and death. On my rebirth day, join me committing to peace and helping to make this world a better place for us and for our next generations. Join our efforts through World Without Hate so that we can overcome the hate plaguing so much of our country and instead allowing peace, safety, and equality of life to prevail.